content.
This'll show you won't wanna miss. I said, goddamn. It's Takarita, Señorita, Mamacita.
Okay, let's get into it. Welcome back. We got an update for you. Hey! Point Hope. Point Hope was recently refurbished by a young family seeking something unique to call home. You'll be welcomed by a modern extension complete with the hallway closets and downstairs bathroom. Before entering the lighthouse's main living room decorated with nautical knickknacks, you'll be faced with spiral staircases and round rooms. A first for ghost hunters. 10 floors? 12 rooms? And a unique layout which will challenge players in new ways. You'll have to use different techniques for some of those pesky ghosts while playing on lower level evidence game modes. Unlocks at level 15. Well, fuck. We better get to work and get leveling. I'm doing good, Q-Mans. How are you doing? No. Progression. Several progression and equipment items have been adjusted based on community feedback, player and level rewards. The music isn't too loud, is it? Like, you guys can, like, barely hear it, I hope. That's the vibe I was going for. The required XP to level from 1 to 100 has been reduced by around 10%. Hey, we gonna be level. Each players can now level to 99.99 each prestige. The required experience needed to level up between 999 and 9999 will increase every level. Study mode as restricted is now a medium location. Okay, I can't believe it was ever anything other than a medium. Increased rewards for now correctly identified ghost medium and large locations. Medium 125 to 150. So you got a little money boof. Dots. Ah! My heart. I'm hard. Where did it go? I got so hard it disappeared. I smacked that shit. Okay, dots. Tier 1's light range has been increased. Yes! And ladies and gentleladies, Tier 3 scanning effect can now be paused by interacting with it while rotating. What we literally have been begging for since they released it. Fuck me finally. Fuck yes. Good devs. Who's a good dev? Who wants a good cookie? Firelight. Increase visible light intensity range for both Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1 duration increased. Tier 2 duration increased. Firelights and igniters will now be extinguished accurately in heavy rain. For example, no longer be extinguished under house porches and inside small tents. Small update. Good update on the fire lighting. Headgear. A customizable key binding has been added to the controls page for turning on and off headgear. Turning headgear on and off will now play different sounds to help know which state the equipment is in. Thank God, because sometimes I would have no fucking idea. While within range of a ghost event or hunting a ghost, Tier 3 will now have a visual interference and all tiers will now play a sound. Good change. Very good change. 10. Parabolic. Tier 1's red light will now flicker when a sound is detected. Tier 3's can now receive sounds one floor above or below the player using it, with the new UI to show which floor the sound is coming from. That is good, because I want to know if it's above me or blowing me, you know? You now have to hold parabolic microphones to turn them on or off. That seems unnecessary, but okay, like it should just be a flick of the thing and it's on. I don't want this to happen. We are getting the thermo update. Fuck. Holding down the use button while holding the thermometer 2 or 3 will now continuous update instead of having to restart for each head reading. That, yes. That should have been in there. We've been begging for that. Again, as long as we've been begging for the dots. Very good change. However, Tier 1 now has randomization to make it consistent with other tiers. Hate it, don't need it, don't want it, stop it. Tier 3, hold time has been reduced to 2.5 to 3 seconds. Sorry, 2.5 from 3 seconds. Tier 3 randomization has been reduced to make it more accurate. Love that. Good changes. Rip Tier 1. Tripods and video cameras. Ghosts will now throw video cameras more consistently, and they increase the knockdown chance. Okay. Sanity. Tier 1 restoration time has decreased 20 seconds from 30. Tier 2, 10 from 20 seconds. Tier 3 will now instantly refill your sprint endurance in addition to keeping it full for 10 seconds. Love that. Oh my God, Logix. That's a one big pickle. Big deal. Good updates on the sanity. Like these updates are perfect so far. Sound sensors. Mute button has been added to each sound sensor in the truck. We never use these. There's really no fucking point for them unless you're doing something big like Sunny Meadows. I don't ever use them. I don't go there. Spirit box. Small environment lights such as lamps now must also be turned off to receive a response. I literally thought that's what it was already. You must now hold the spirit box to use it with text-based voice recognition. This doesn't count like talking out loud, right? That's just for people who use the text responses. UV lights. Tier 1 and 2 have been swapped for better progression during leveling. Duh. Just a text response? Okay. Optimization. We've drastically improved the performance of several areas of the game, which will result in fewer stutters, higher FPS, and quicker loads. We love a fast load. I always say this, especially on low-end machines. They know us. They know us so well. Spit on that thing. Thank you very much, Sheldon. The number of fixes and optimizations would be too many to list, but the following have been received the biggest adjustments. Photos, shadows, weather, UI, physics, audio, reflections, textures, shaders, tents, doors. Love that. So that should mean if they worked so hard on this, the new maps always crash a pooter. They always fuck up the graphics. It always runs super sketchy. We'll see. Training. I'm going to skip over this because we don't do training. I don't give a fuck. New ID card badges have now been unlocked. Lighthouse Keeper. Correctly identify the ghost and point home 50 times with the reward multiplier above 0. We're doing that. We're doing that, obviously. And then there's different ID cards. Oh, shit me. For apocalypse stuff. Don't do that. So if you care about apocalypse, go back and read it. Oh my God, my dick is so hard. Players can now carry an igniter in addition to 3 other items. I have one of them. Oh, I might have gotten bronze. Yeah, I think I did get bronze. Chat. We now have 4 inventory spots if you consider one is designated to your igniter. We always have a light source on us now. By proxy. That's what that's telling me. Always have a light source on, which is fantastic. That is huge. Never expected them to do that. I know VR had it, but I never expected them to let us pooter players, you know? Very cool. Changes. Oh, God. Now this, I didn't read the changes part. Oh my God, there's so many fucking things. I didn't read any of this. I just read the equipment stuff earlier. So this is all new to me. You can no longer swap inventory slots while taking a photo. So no more kerchikis when... Yeah, that's fucking rude. Remove flashlights from hide and seek extreme as they were disabled from settings. Deja vu weekly. I don't even know what these weeklies are off the top of my head. Ooh. Asking the Ouija board bone location questions will now drain 20% sanity instead of 50%. Due to bone rewards not being included in the reward multiplier. See, that's not true necessarily. Like, it's still included in the overall, like, multiplier at the very end, but not like the big multiplier. Ay. Why do people... They're so annoying. Okay. Oh, sorry. Lighting the semicircle candle will now instantly end the setup phase. Okay. Ghosts. What? Non-ghost writing ghost will now close the book after throwing it? I skipped. Oh, I did miss. Thank you. Unlocking a new reward that is not tied to leveling will now show up as a pop-up on the mission summary screen. Ghostwriting books now play new sounds when closed. Okay. So it can be closed now. That's cool. Oh, thank God. Oh, this is literally the change that we have been fucking waiting for. Are you kidding me? They finally did it. Thank you, fucking Phasmo devs. They added Kate and Catherine to possible ghost first names. Thank God. Honestly, I was so close to never playing this fucking game again. Thank God. Kate and Catherine. Fuck. Honestly, if they didn't make this update, they didn't include this, they would have lost their entire viewer base. Unbelievable. Finally. Thank you. That is very, very, very sarcastic for those of you who do not pick up on sarcasm well. Ghosts can now leave single fingerprints on small lamps and TV remotes. This is also what I've been asking for. Like, it makes sense. Like, that's a cool thing. If they touch something, they should be able to leave a fingerprint on it. Now, I think they should include on books and stuff, too, and shoes. But this is one small step. What's up, Sweet Broom? That's cool. Cool. Unfortunately, well, actually, no. I don't know if there's going to be... We'll see. Okay, anyway. Okay, we read all this. So, non-ghost writing ghosts will now close a book after throwing it. I want to see that bitch closed. Hi, Zodi. Ghosts can no longer interact with already knocked down paintings. I didn't know they could. Shades can no longer blow out fire sources or write in ghostwriting books if there are any players in the room to keep their strength consistent. Okay, I like that. So if we're in a room and we have a book down and nothing's written for like 5 minutes, then we go to the van, we come back and write, boom. 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 Improved the ghost's ability to interact with closed doors. Improved Banshee AI targeting when they stalk a player. Rude. I wish to see the ghost will now limit your vision after the ghost event instead of before to allow you to see the ghost. Thank you, God! Dude, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is actually, this update is so good if it works. Yeah, it was miserable. I remember I'd have to set up like 15 candles to be able to kind of see the ghost. Increase the sanity drain on one of the ghost events to match other events. I want to know which one, but all right. That's fine. What the? I fucking... God. All right. Paranormal Paparazzi and Hide and Seek weekly challenge now take place in Point Hope. Makes sense. They want people there more. Drastically improve the sunrise visuals. Okay, we're going to have to check that out. Which makes sense. You'll see how I want to do the first time I go to this place. Turning on several light switches in the room, but not all, will now drain sanity at a reduced rate instead of the full sanity drain speed. Okay. Good. Props that don't move when hit with another prop will no longer play an additional impact sound. Aww. Adjusted all whether it's distant fog color for better blending with the horizon. Remove Point Hope teasers from all maps. Optimize assets across all maps. Lowered resolution for light cookies. Move the green bowl in Edgefield living room to help with the lamp interaction and new fingerprints. At first I was like, why does moving a bowl matter? But then that makes sense. The Tanglewood utility room door can now be closed correctly by the ghost. Thank God. Medium tent windows now have correct collision on both sides. Audio adjusted. So they adjusted effects to help identify if sounds are above or below you. Sounds are on the first floor are bass boosted and muffled. Sounds that are 1 floor below are more muffled and quiet. Sounds that are 2 floors above you or below will have extreme effects and volume reduction. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, it makes sense, Fandom, yeah. The heartbeat sound will no longer be altered by reverb or other audio effects. Audio levels for the ambient room tone and the Ouija board have been remastered to bring them in line with other sounds. Reduce the volume of writing sounds for ghost book writing. Okay. Difficulty, money, and prestige level pop-ups have received new image. Improved color accuracy of several UI components. Increase the width of scroll bars in the shop to make it easier for VR players. What about console players? Several ID card titles have been renamed and shortened. Change interaction amount to activity level and custom settings better reflect what it does. Okay. Fixes. Player movement will no longer be affected by held equipment. I can't tell you how many fucking times I would grab the smudge stick and I'd be like only walking in a diagonal. I'd be diagonal Diagon Alley. Annoying. Stamina recovery will now correctly start even if you're holding down the sprint button but not moving. There is no longer a visual glitch when rapidly equipping and unequipping the headgear. You can now change your sprint mode while in game in VR. Fix several areas. Changing sprint mode to hold toggle PC. Sprint toggle will no longer keep you from sprinting. Remove sprinting. Field of view increased due to a graphical issue. There's so much in this patch. Holy fuck. Hanging paintings thrown by the ghost will no longer fall through the floor. Okay. The ghost of Bo can no longer get stuck in several locations. Liar! They say it, but I don't believe them. Yuri can now use their ability on doors that are open at the start of the game. Didn't know they couldn't. Demon and Banshee attempting to use their ability but failing will no longer add to the abilities used stat. Ghost will no longer keep throwing the same object over and over and will instead choose more varied items within its range. I like when they go hot potato with an item. Hide and Seek Extreme now correctly has 3 evidence instead of only 2. Ghost Event player detection will no longer include dead players if they didn't move after dying. Okay. Didn't know that was a thing either. I didn't know this. You can no longer take multiple photos of the same EMF interaction by using your inventory to refresh the EMF spot. I'm not reading through all this. I'm just speed reading, kind of. The Ouija board will no longer break when saying goodbye with 0 sanity. Love that. I love that a lot, actually. Extinguished matches will no longer light other... I didn't know it could do that. UI, all motions are accurately sized. Environment. The player and ghost will now correctly be detected when moving between different rooms and floors. This will make evidence gathering much more consistent. Oh! That's what I'm thinking, Dean. That's what I'm thinking. Sunny Meadows reverb sound effects. I don't care. Maple Lodge cabin window will now be visible again. The fingerprints. Remove several locations where the ghost could get out of bounds in Sunny Meadows. What the fuck? Remember a spot where the ghost could get stuck behind the generator in Camp Woodwind. The camping chair next to the lover's bench in Woodwind is no longer white. Oh, thank God. These devs are on it. All overhead tarps and Maple Campsite now have rain sounds. Reduced visibility. Oh, okay. I think Donnie made fun of this a lot. Geometry seams. Keys collected will now have the correct name in the journal. Window rain no longer makes things black when viewed from certain angles. All brownstone high school doors have the correct fingerprint material. You can no longer place equipment in the gap under the cabin. Lights will no longer turn on if you turn them off during a flicker. Added skybox blockers. Impact sounds will no longer play multiple times at once. Yeah, because honestly, this would fuck us over sometimes. We would think that it's a fucking twin, but it's not. Because we'd hear like a thump thump, and then we're like, hey. Skipping the animation when you level up more than once will no longer skip the previous level unlocks. Challenge maps will now be correct. The names. You can no longer complete the ghost photo objective when there is no space for photos in the journal. No! I hate it! You know, whenever I was going for my perfect games, I would always save the ghost photo for last for that reason. Damn it. Alright, we just gotta be accurate. Known issues. Deogen pathing can be inconsistent during hunts on Point Hope. Uh-oh. Small items can occasionally fall through the walls and floors. Interactions can sometimes repeat multiple times. NSA will cause visual effects when dead. I don't know if I read all that incorrectly, but alright, chat, it's time. Let's go. Open it up the game.